Hey lovelies, you're welcome back to Reviews and Recaps. Today we're going to be talking about Martell Holt trying to come back against Melody Cherie. He is making all sorts of crazy allegations against her and insinuating that she has something to do with her security guard. He's basically accusing Melody of having an affair with someone who is married. I believe the security guard is married. And it's just crazy that this man cannot leave her alone. It's like, leave her alone. Everything. She just had a successful TikTok live. Now you're amending, you're filing a counterclaim and filing and raising all these issues and all these things. And I'm just like, where is this coming from? It's awfully very convenient that all of a sudden all of this is coming back up again. Now, if you're new to this channel, I do commentary on reality TV shows and reality TV stars, celebrity news, that kind of stuff. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. And everyone, please like, share. Don't forget to let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Now that we've done the little housekeeping, let's get into it. One thing that first annoyed me is that he's still referring to her as Melody Cherie Holt. She ain't no Melody Cherie Holt. Her name is Melody Cherie Rogers. Like, why is that so hard for him to accept? Like, they've been divorced now for so many years. Like, he just needs to get in line. She even had a name change ceremony. Like, what more does he want? The first thing he accuses her of is that she continues to physically punish Sugar Mama. I'm like, Sugar Mama is a baby. What is he talking about? When there was this whole corporal punishment, it was about him physically chastising his children, especially Tank, which he admitted to in the Tasha K interview. He's admitted it on different occasions. So, like, I don't understand this. So another thing that he's really pushing is this whole right of first refusal. Do you guys remember, like, that's something that he kept saying that, you know, if Melody can't watch the kids, that he should have the right of first refusal. And here's the thing. I personally believe that this whole right of first refusal only works with a reasonable parent when you're co-parenting with someone who is not trying to get the best of you. Because here's the thing, if he gets the opportunity to have the children more, he's just going to argue for, she doesn't have time to take care of the children. I want full custody, so that Melody can end up having to pay child support. So I absolutely do not believe that he has good intentions at all when it comes to this whole right of first refusal. That is just my opinion, but let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. And in relation to this whole first refusal, he's basically saying that the children are always visiting Miss Van. And I'm just like, and so what's wrong with that? At least once a month, without giving the defendant the right of first refusal. I'm like, doesn't the children see, or don't the children see his mother? I'm sure they do. There is no right of first refusal there. So what is he talking about? I feel like he's really pressed about the children having to go to LA recently for the TikTok event. If you're a good father, wouldn't you be happy that at least their mom is doing great and that the children could actually see their mom achieve her dreams? But as a hater, of course you're not going to be happy because you're no longer getting any financial benefit from being with Miss Melody Cherie Rogers. And if we're being clear, since she left your ass, you have not done anything substantial. So it is clear that you are upset. It is clear that you cannot do without her. It is clear that you cannot be successful outside of her. Or at least you've chosen not to pick yourself back up and be successful without her because you are obsessed with her. This is my opinion. I believe he is, guys. Let me know in the chat. But the reason I believe he's obsessed with her is they've been divorced for how long? It's been years. But you're constantly finding people, in my opinion, to attack her. You're constantly coming for her. You're constantly back and forth in court all of the time. I feel like I wish that she can file a motion to stop him from bringing all these illegitimate, despicable, unnecessary claims against her. There has to be some protection from all these frivolous claims that he decides to bring whenever he feels like it. He's also said that she's in violation because she leaves the minor children in the care of the security guard, Jason Moore, without giving him the right of first refusal. He also says that Melody has refused to give him Miss Vanessa's number. And I'm just like, why does she have to give it to you? And he has no way of communicating with the children anytime they're with her. First of all, why can't he just pick up the phone and call one of the kids' phones? Isn't that the reason why they have phones? Like, I just don't understand why you need to have Miss Van's number. Just pick up the phone and call the kids. And let's be clear, the impression that I get is that most times when Miss Van is there, Melody is there as well. So I don't understand what he is talking about. Like, for instance, LA weekend, she came along with them and Melody was there with the kids as well. So what is his point exactly? He also said that Melody places the lives and the welfare of the children at risk by allowing the 11-year-old and 12 years old to drive the car on city and state roads. Now, I feel like, do I personally think that's a little bit too young? I'm like, yes. However, I also understand that certain people teach their kids early. But as long as those kids are supervised, it is in the confines of that supervision, then I guess it is what it is. I personally don't know what the law is about teaching children to drive at that age, so I'm not really going to comment on it in relation to Alabama. For those of you guys who have children around that age, when did you start teaching your children how to drive, if at all? Let me know in the chats, because I'm very curious, like, is this a very popular thing that people do and like teach their children how to drive very early? But you know what is interesting? I was just thinking, do you guys remember when Martell had the kids and he was like allowing them to like do ATVs and he was on live? So if he's doing that and was on live with the world, were you really paying attention? It feels like the case of the pot calling the kettle black, honestly. But let me know what you all think in the comment section below. He also like referenced that she is allowing the children to call Jason, the security guard, daddy. And I'm just like, what is he talking about? Apparently, according to Martell, Melody allows the security guard to spend the night with the children, being present, and travels with him, her, and the children. Well, first of all, isn't that what a security guard should do? If the person is a security guard, then he should be around you pretty much all the time, unless he's not working on that day or whatever, like, or on break of some sort. Like, he should be traveling with you. He should be around you and your children. That's just how that works. He is the guard of the house. Growing up, when we had security guards, when they're working, they're literally on the clock at the house all the time. So, like, what's his point? He then also says and alleges that they appear to be engaged in a relationship other than that of employer and employee relationship. And if that's the case, how is that your business, sir? What does that have to do with you? What gagged me is the fact that he says she allows him to come inside the house after the children are asleep. She cuddles with him on the couch, he rubs her feet, and they tell each other they love each other via text messages. What are you talking about? Seriously. He even said that they have been seen to kiss each other in the middle of the night when the children are asleep. At least one of the children have observed it and was very upset that her mother would have a relationship with a married man. Now, these are very, very strong allegations. Let's be clear. And I'm thinking, why does he know such specifics? Like, why is he saying, oh, he rubs her feet? My thing is he making it up? Because I remember Melody was saying on TikTok about someone rubbing her feet. Like, is he making it up? And is just putting two and two together and making it seem like it's the security guard? Or does he have some sort of recording of her in the house? I wouldn't put nothing past him. I personally just hate that he's even brought the children into it by saying one of the children observed this. Now, we don't know what child he's referring to. We don't know whether he's even telling the truth, because Martell has been seen and heard to lie a lot. Like, if she's with someone else, that is her business. However she chooses to live her life is her business. But I just think like these allegations are just crazy. And one of the things he's really pushing about the whole spending the night is that like it's in violation of like the court parenting classes and the previous 2 court orders. And I'm just like, that is crazy. Like, he is really trying to get her on contempt of court. Like, just like Destiny, his buddy. Like, the other thing that does also say is that Melody allows Lauren and her mom to post the kids on social media. And I'm just like, this guy is a madman. He has to be. Because if he's not a madman, why is he upset about Melody allowing, if at all she does, Lauren and Miss Van to post the kids? Like, Destiny, who is not a family member, post the children. Let's not forget that random lady. What's her name? That made a live with one of the children on the live. Like, let's be clear. These people post the children all the time. Arian Curry does as well. So, like, why is he acting like he is so innocent and nobody from his camp posts the children on social media? Besides, last I checked, the court did not say anything about preventing other people from posting the children. Just that the mom cannot post the children, the father can't post the children. So what's his point? The part that I'm just like, this is just so hard to believe, is like he's basically trying to make it seem like Melody is slacking off when it comes to the routine medical issues or routine medical checkups of the children. And I'm just, Melody is on point with stuff. Let's not forget, even after that TikTok live, she still made sure she got the children over to school. They didn't miss school. But here he is alleging that Melody is taking the children out of town for extended periods of time during school times, and he's making them miss out on school, and that basically when she takes them out, it's not for educational or cultural benefit. It is not. This TikTok was definitely for educational purposes, honey, in my opinion. Like, it's okay for him to have the children or want the children at his book signing, but she can't have her children at a TikTok event? Like, seriously. He said 2 of the children are struggling academically and are forced to miss scheduled sports, and that cuts into his custodial time as well. Now, I know nothing about all of that, but I just feel like the thing about Martell is I get the impression it's probably like exaggerations. Like, maybe they were late to like one thing and he's like, oh, they missed it or something like that. Like, I get the impression that a lot of what he says is like exaggerations. Like, let's not forget the 20 women situation. Still has not given us names of the 20 women. I just think like he does things and says things for like the shock value. And I don't know how he's going to prove any of these things. My concern though is like, he references text messages about Jason and Melody. And I'm just kind of like, okay, maybe it's just like, I love you in like general terms. I don't know, man. Like, whatever it is, I'm just like, she's a grown-ass woman. She can do whatever she wants. Now, do I support dating a married man? No, absolutely not. And I don't believe that she is. I just feel like this is another example of Martell being obsessed with this woman. And it's crazy how like it just feels like the world is not seeing it, or at least the court system are not seeing it. I feel like he needs to be stopped from being able to continue to bring these sorts of frivolous claims. Like, it feels like malicious prosecution, even though this is a family matter. But it really does feel like that, because it's like, why do you keep constantly, there is always something. If you're not going on TV to do some dumb-ish, to say something crazy about her, it's like you're doing an interview. Now you're using the court system as a way to continue to harass this woman. Leave her alone. Like, it's just so I can only imagine how Melody feels. Like, imagine being the woman that has to deal with this kind of person. My heart honestly goes out to her. Like, it cannot be easy to be able to deal with someone like Martell. Now, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you believe that there is any truth to this? Or is Martell just being the obsessed and unhinged person he has always been? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, hit that subscribe button, and tap that bell button right next to it so you know every single time that I post. And yeah, please let me know what you guys think in the chat. Like, there is so much that I feel like we can say, but yeah, let's continue the conversation in the chat, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.